All right, we're back on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Mike Scott, joined now by Dave Rodgers. If you're in Bakersfield, you might have heard him on the radio, right?
That's right. Well, I actually go by a different name on the radio.
Oh.
But don't tell. No, it's Ken Richards on the radio, but that's okay. And you and I go way back. I mean, we worked, what was it, 1989, 90? We worked at 47 together, so it's great to see you.
A long time ago.
I know,
yeah.
we're getting old.
I had a lot of different names when I worked on radio, too, so you don't want to know how many names I went through.
We won't go there. We won't go there.
But yeah, so how did... KUZZ is Buck Owens' old station,
yes,
right?
Well, Buck Owens owned the station, obviously. He passed away about 6-8 years ago, but his family still owns it, and what you'd like about the radio station is that it's all live, except for the overnights. So
very few radio stations are live anymore. Most
very
people don't
few
know
are live.
that.
Most are voice tracked. You know, the people during the week, voice track on the weekends are not really there, and it always cracks me up when they're like, they were on the radio, and then they come back Monday, and they're like, oh, I had a great weekend at the Coast. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought you were on the radio. It doesn't happen down there at our station in Bakersfield. So really enjoy that. But I go by Ken Richards. That's a friend of mine that kind of got me into the business.
What's the dial position so I can listen to you?
In Bakersfield, it's 107.9.
Okay.
And then it's 550 AM, or you can listen to KUZZ.com.
Online.
There's an app for your Android. There's an app for your iPhone and all that. So,
but you were here to talk about something else.
Right. Well, you guys invited me to come on and just kind of talk about my DJ business and
Mobile Sound Productions.
Right. Mobile Sound Productions. I've been doing. I always hate to say that I've been doing it for 33 years. I like to say that I've done over 1,200 weddings. And it's such a great thing. You've been at a couple of weddings that I've done over the years, and you're quite the good dancer, by the way. And it's so much fun. Well, you didn't dance with me, but it's so much fun to be a part of a special day and organize and just help them plan and see it all come together. And one of the things that I think sets my business apart is it's just myself. So when you hire me, I'm the one that's going to meet with you. I'm the one that's going to plan with you. I'm the one that's going to actually be there to do your wedding. Whereas the majority of the DJ businesses, they have anywhere from 2 to maybe 15 DJs that work for them, and so.
You don't know who you might get.
You don't necessarily know who you're going to get. That's not the case with me. Plus, being on the radio really helps. You've got somebody that's got a good personality and really knows how to deal with people and speak in public and pronounce things right. And so I think that gives me a little bit of an edge. But just great customer service. I always think about back when Ray Kroc invented McDonald's. He said, if you take care of the customer, the business will take care of itself.
Very true.
And that's what I've always said was, you take care of the customer, and someone at that wedding will ask who your DJ was, and the referrals always work really great.
Word of mouth.
So
well, you have a nice letter you just got.
I actually just got this yesterday from this very nice young couple. You probably can't see it very well, but what they wrote was, Dave, thank you so much for being a part of our special day. You did a wonderful job as our DJ, and all of our guests have been telling us how great they thought you were. We had a blast at our wedding, and you were a big part of the reason why. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Stallings. And this was back in May. So nice. It's always nice to get a little something like that personalized from the bride and groom. It happens quite a bit. There's evaluations on my website. My website is weddingmusicman.com, and we're actually redoing it. So in probably a few weeks, I'll have a nice brand new redesigned website up online and ready to go. But there's a lot of things on there, from pictures to evaluations, which I find are really important, so that people can see what others have said. It's just like when you go to have your car worked on or something. I'm like, well, who did you take it to? Well, did they do a good job, and were they reliable, and they back up their work? Well, I think evaluations on what other brides have said is real important to other brides, because it's a big, important day. And
you just do weddings, or you do other things too?
Oh, I do schools, not so much anymore. Just the music is, some of the music that's out there is not appropriate for a lot of the schools, but I still do a lot of schools, private parties, graduation parties.
Quinceañeras?
Yep, done a few of those, bat mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs, a lot of sound for graduations at high schools, out on the field, that sort of thing. But really weddings, I try to focus in on weddings so that I'm not doing 5,000 different things. We have the photo booth also, so if you want to have the photo booth there and have a nice gift for your guests, and then they leave you a nice comment next to the picture strip, we can do that. We also have the uplighting, so I think I have some pictures that I sent in of just some of the different lighting, from purples to reds to blues. There's all different kinds of combinations that you can put in there. And
so you don't have to hire a separate lighting company. You can take care of that too.
No, and actually, if Right now, if you call during 2015, the uplighting package is included, which is about a $400 to $500
What a deal.
Savings. And I love lighting. That's what I did in TV for many years, and I love doing the lighting and the different effects and things like that. So the lighting is
Can you
included.
redo our lighting here at Central Valley Talk? What do you think?
You know, the LED, though, is not as hot. You probably remember those summer days we would have sweatshirts
These
on
are
when
the
we were in the
cool
studios.
lights, yeah.
Those are the cool lights.
Now,
Yeah,
who's
those are
this
the-
couple in this next picture?
Let's see. I can't see that very well, but I believe that was just a couple of months ago. I don't remember their name.
One of
Sorry
the
about
many-
that. But one of the
many
many
couples you've
yes,
worked with, yeah.
and they have. I do a lot of weddings at Wolf Lakes, which is a very exclusive place.
By Clovis Lakes, right?
Right behind Wild Water Adventures,
What?
Clovis Lakes. Yeah.
I go back to the old days when it was still Clovis Lakes.
Wolf
yeah.
Lakes, yeah. So a lot of people still call it that, but Wolf Lakes is a great place to do a wedding, and it's very exclusive, and so it's real nice to be on that list. And then, you know, there's really from Harris Ranch to the White Horse Inn and Three Rivers, just a lot of places have me on their list as a preferred vendor, and that's because over the years I've done a great job,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a great way of recognizing the business as not only being reputable, but I have liability insurance, I have insurance on, you know, my equipment and that sort of thing, so a business license, which a lot of DJs don't have. Those are all important things to ask when you're hiring a DJ, because I have a saying, are you going to hire the cheapest DJ for your wedding and then find out on the day of your wedding that they're not any good, or they don't show up? Or you wouldn't believe the last-minute phone calls that I get from people saying, "Hi, my DJ just canceled." I'm like, "Why would they? This is the most important day of your life. Why
They got
would
a
that
better
person-"
offer somewhere,
Yeah,
yeah.
my kid's sick. Well, you got to have a backup plan, and if you're going to do it seriously, then you need to do it seriously. And too many people don't always give the DJ as much emphasis. And what most websites will tell you, whether it's thenot.com or weddingwire.com, they'll tell you that the DJ should be about 10 to 15% of your budget. So if you have a $20,000 budget, your DJ should probably be around $1,500 if they're going to provide you with the entire service, not just show up and play music, but meet with you, plan with you, MC it, coordinate with you, all of those things, then it's worth the price. You find a DJ that's $300, you probably, there's a lot of good $300 DJs out there, but they're few and far between. So you really got to be cautious and let the buyer beware, just like with any other service that you purchase.
I've been at weddings where the wrong DJ, I mean, it can ruin the night.
Right.
The night just goes dead if it's not flowing, if the music isn't right.
Yeah, well, you know from working in the entertainment business that it is important, and the DJ is I always try to explain to people that if you have a link of chain and one link is weak, the other links suffer, and the DJ has to be your strongest link. The photographer looks to you, the caterer looks to you, the videographer looks to you, and if you don't know what you're doing and you haven't met, and you haven't organized and coordinated, then you're going to set off a chain of reactions that's not going to work very well. And so you really want that DJ to be somebody that you like, of course, and like their personality, but also they need to have a real strong organizational skill and a real strong ability to coordinate, and that's not what you get with a lot of the DJs. A lot of them are very young, they want to make as much money as they can, and that's great, but are you going to get those repeat customers that are going to keep you in business? Because the average DJ is around 4 to 5 years, and they move on.
You've been around longer than that already.
I've been around, you know. So,
Long time,
but
yeah.
it's not about age, Mike. It's about experience, and that's what people like. Is they like my personality, they like the experience that I have, and what other people have said, and I find that very important. So it's just really fun to be a part of that day and see it all come together. And you know, I'm just really blessed that I've been able to do it so long, and I've been on the radio, you know, nearly 30 years as well. So it's just a lot of fun, and I just encourage people to visit the website if they'd like.
It is again?
weddingmusicman.com.
Okay.
And as I said, we're redoing some things and just making it that much better and a little more user-friendly, and so you can get all the information that you need to hire a good quality, qualified DJ and not just
Awesome.
someone who plays music. if
All
you know
right.
what I mean. So-
Dave Rodgers, Mobile Sound Productions.
Good to see you, Mike. It's good to see you again. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Taking
I appreciate
bookings
it.
for later this year.
All right, I'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, and we'll be back with more on Central Valley Talk.